You saw that Tomcat started on port 8080, but what exactly is Tomcat? Tomcat, or Apache Tomcat, is a free and open source implementation of the Jakarta Servlet and WebSocket technologies. And it provides a pure Java HTTP web server environment in which Java code can also run. Thus, it's a Java web application server. This is, by the way, from Wikipedia. But in here, you can see that this is our web server. So maybe this is somewhere on the cloud. And within our web server, we have the Tomcat, and this is the embedded servlet container. And here inside also we have the Spring Boot application. So each Spring Boot application includes an embedded web server, which means that anyone can send requests on a given port which the servlet container is listening on. So in our case, 8080. So that's what you saw, that Tomcat was listening on 8080. And then we can basically process the request and send a response to any given client. Now, Tomcat is one of many embedded web servers available, but we can use, for example, Jetty. So Jetty provides a web server and a servlet container, additionally providing support for HTTP2, WebSocket, so on and so forth. So you can see all the features, and this is from Eclipse Foundation, by the way. And you also have Undertow. And if you decide to change, for example, from Apache Tomcat to Jetty, I'll show you the documentation in a second. So we have Tomcat, which is listening on port 8080. Now let's try and interact with our application and see whether the request will be received or not. So back to my web browser, and within the address bar, go ahead and type localhost and then colon and then 8080. So literally just say localhost 8080. Press enter and have a look. We have a white label error page. This application has no explicit mapping for /error. So you are seeing this as a fallback. There was an expected error, 404 not found. So you'll learn about status codes in a second as well. But basically, we sent a request to our web server and it actually received the request, but nothing was found. Therefore, it couldn't process the request. If I stop the application, so in here, so I'm going to stop the application. So just stop, and you can see that in here. So process finished and nothing is running. Let's go back to the web browser. And if I send the same request to 8080, you can see that this site can't be reached, which means that our embedded web server is down. So it's not running. Next, let me show you how to configure the embedded web server.